So on Friday, we did the worst teammates draft.
Yes.
And it was a lot of fun. So I figured today we got, still before football season, let's do the best Cleveland athletes of all time draft with a panel of 3 true Clevelanders.
You going down?
Right.
I didn't want anyone else from the outside disrupting. This is the Cleveland perspective. I know I'm not from Cleveland, but I have Anthony from Parma, so he counts. So we have a true Clevelander on the production team. We have 3 Clevelanders out on the set. Emma picked the draft order earlier. Earl, J, Production, G. That is the order. So, Earl, with that, you are officially on the clock.
LeBron James.
On the Mount Rushmore of Cleveland athletes draft. LeBron James?
LeBron James.
That's a quick pick.
Jim Brown.
So those were the top 2. We knew that was going to be the top 2.
Yeah.
Let's let Anthony update the graphic.
And I got to tell you,
it was a toss-up either way.
I said if I win the first pick, I don't know which way I'm going.
Yeah, it was a toss-up either way.
So I don't think
neither one of us is wrong here.
No, you're not. But longevity. And But I think Jim Brown is the GOAT.
I got to
for
win
me.
this belt though. Like
this
is all about winning this belt.
That means more to you than it does to any of us.
It is.
Oh yeah, for sure.
All right, so who's that?
We all know G's going to win the poll.
Oh, but
So
G
we're
is not going to win the poll.
Before we go, G, real quick.
G
Is there
can take
anyone
Frank
else?
Duffy with his first pick, and he's going to win the poll.
Was there anyone else you could have seen being a top 2 pick here? Or was this a clear
That's a slam dunk.
I agree. I'm just asking. G is a Cleveland historian here. Was there anyone else you could see being a top 2 pick?
I
You don't have to say the name. Just would there be a
yes,
third option?
yeah, I can see somebody.
All right. We're going to take our first pick.
Who you got?
Maybe the greatest left tackle in the history of football.
Wow.
How about
Okay.
Joe Thomas?
That's cool.
Our first pick.
That's cool.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now you get 2, G.
Yeah. He gonna mess it up. Don't fumble.
Don't fumble the bag.
Don't fumble.
Okay. Let's see what G. Bush gonna do. Let me go. Let's do this. I don't want to do too much. My first overall pick. Give me Jesse Owens.
Damn you!
If he didn't take him, we were going there.
Yeah, that was a good one. I like that.
No, Jesse Owens. It's funny when you think athlete. I've always defined athlete as the ability to run.
I thought I was gonna sneak that in there.
Jump.
Yeah.
And eye hand.
Yeah, whatever.
And
So you up next? It's a snake draft, right?
At the Big Ten championships one year,
No,
he broke 4 world records or 3 world records in like 90 minutes.
It's on you again.
I'm gonna be another wild card. This is another wild card. Now listen, y'all like athletes. Y'all got some great athletes, but like when I saw this man, he's one of the best. Might be the best athlete to ever put a Browns jersey. Give me Josh Gordon, 2.
Oh, that's a win. That's a swing and a miss.
terrible pick, G.
Are you serious?
He was good for 15
Just
minutes.
give me the
No,
belt.
listen.
Just give me the belt.
He got suspended
Chat is
smoking
ready.
weed.
Just give me the belt. Just give me the belt right now. Just give it to me right now.
Hey, by the way,
Bro,
Give it
it's
to me right
over.
now.
If you take-
can't win with
if
him
you
on your
give me
team.
to me
if
right
you
now.
take Josh Gordon, if you take Josh Gordon in his prime, he is the best receiver to ever put a Browns
His
jersey
prime
on.
was
True.
8 seconds.
True.
Hey,
His prime was 2013.
His prime
It was 2013.
And guess what? Jesse Owens' prime, you only got a 4-year prime.
Don't you
in
do
track.
that. Don't you do that to
You
Jesse.
got a 4-year
Don't
prime
you do
in
that to
track,
Jesse.
right?
Don't do that to Jesse.
And by the way,
Jesse
don't do that to Jesse.
ran in 2 Olympics.
Joe Thomas don't even touch the ball.
You just lost the belt.
Joe Thomas doesn't touch the ball.
I
got a gold medal.
If G
Let's go. Who
wins
you
this,
got?
if
It
G
ain't my
wins
turn,
this,
it's production
something's
turn.
wrong.
Yeah, it's over now.
It's over.
I mean, hey, chat room. Let's see you vote him the
Yeah.
winner now.
Hey, what you mean?
Go
Go
here,
James, bro.
production.
Josh Gordon, the fastest dude
I
on
mean,
this
okay,
list.
you know what? Maybe the 4th pick.
Listen.
Maybe.
What
Yeah,
you
you
mean?
jumped out the
Second
box. Oh yeah.
Come on, Josh Gordon.
Bad job out of you.
Wow.
Josh Gordon. Let's roll.
I did not have Josh Gordon on the list of 25 people we had selected as a possible pick for this. So I'm shocked that G went
I am really
there.
shocked.
Anthony, are you comfortable going with 2 here? We're going to go with maybe the greatest Indian of all time. Give us Bob Feller.
Damn
Okay.
you. See, now
Bob Feller.
I was going to take Bob Feller because I know I could never win a poll, even if I did select the best team. So I was just going to do what I think is right. But too many people in our poll will be like, who's he?
Is Bob
He's the
Feller an
best
athlete?
Indian player of all time.
No,
Right,
people don't-
he is.
people
but
know Bob
most of our
Earl is faster than Bob Feller. What are you talking about?
No, Bob Feller threw 100 miles
Hey,
an
don't
hour.
disrespect Bob like that.
But his name is Bob.
His name's Earl.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Hold on.
Says the guy who goes by
Like,
McNuggets
come
on
on,
dates.
bro.
Yeah, says the guy named McNuggets. His name is Bob.
He said his
Can
name
we
is
get that on a
Earl.
whiteboard somewhere? His name is Bob.
I mean, these.
Who is it on?
When
Is it
I
on
talk
Jay?
about athletes, I'm thinking about fast, strong,
Okay.
quick.
All right.
All that.
And you
I
still
think
gonna
athletes, okay.
Jay, was Bob Feller's the right pick there, though?
It is the right pick.
We're not going for Paul. We're going for the right team here.
Right. Like, you're not trying to win the belt. You're trying to actually pick the best team, and Bob Feller was the
I'm gonna do
absolute
both.
best
So
pick.
for people who may not know Bob Feller, will you enlighten them as to who
So
Bob Feller was?
Bob Feller was known as Rapid Robert. He had a fastball that once they didn't have a radar gun back then, but he once famously did a gimmick where he threw a baseball, and riding alongside of him was a guy who was going 100 miles an hour on a motorcycle. And he was
that's
going to
crazy.
time it out, so his release happened exactly when the guy on the motorcycle got right next to him. And they did, and they used they slowed down. It was high-speed photography, okay? That's awesome. His name is Bob. And the baseball broke the piece of paper before the motorcycle got to the paper. And Bob, that's when everybody figured that he throws the ball 100 miles an hour. I believe he had 240 or so career wins. But here's a guy who on December 8th, 1941, the day after the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor, he went to his local recruiting station in Iowa and signed up to go fight in World War II and missed 2 or 3 or maybe even 4 years in the prime of his career. Like, it would be like Greg Maddux doing that when he was 27.
And all the people had to just go to war. They just went to a war and came back. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, this was a world war. And he was like, yeah, I know I'm a baseball star, but my duty to my country is more important. So I think that's the right pick. You got that right for sure. After that, it got tough for me. I'm trying to go through in my head. I told you I didn't do any research, but
Yeah, man.
the guy I've got next, I'm afraid to say this because it's not going to be well received, but I'm going to go with Corey Kluber.
Klubs?
Corey Kluber.
Klubs?
I mean,
Okay.
Corey Kluber, Cy Young winner.
Klubs?
Once upon a time, it was like that guy was a walking no-hitter, even though he never threw one. It's like he would take him into the 7th and 8th innings on a regular basis.
I just want Jay, G, and production to know that y'all basically just handed me the belt right now.
It's probably over.
Y'all
but
just
I don't
handed
know
me the
who-
belt
hell,
right
I don't
now.
know who else to go.
So I got back-to-back picks here, right?
You do.
Yeah, but give us one, explain it, and then the second. You got to give us one, then explain it, then the second.
Yeah.
All right, my first one is going to be Travis Kelce. I mean, when you talk
It's a great
about
pick.
a
Yeah.
Cleveland
Great pick.
native, arguably the best tight end in football, somebody who's dominant and productive year in and year out, that's a no-brainer to me.
Yeah.
My second pick is going to be Larry Doby. I'm going with Larry Doby on that
All right,
list.
very good. I like the historical. I love the picture that they used
Yeah.
of you.
Larry Doby's a good pick. Obviously, he was, he did things before Jackie Robinson. Jackie Robinson gets accredited with being the baseball player who broke the color barrier, but Larry Doby
Right.
was even before the Jackie Robinson era, and some of the things he did. We were at the game on.
No, Larry Doby was the first African-American in the American League, but he came after Jackie Robinson.
That's yeah.
Yeah, he
Sorry.
wasn't before Jackie Robinson.
What I meant was we were at the game when we all went. Me, Anthony.
Yeah, it was Larry
Earl,
Doby
Steve,
night.
Larry Doby day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And actually, I'll be honest. Like I wasn't super familiar with Larry
Right.
Doby. To
Sure.
learn all that stuff was incredible.
Well, to me, I always felt like Larry Doby got slighted because yes, Jackie Robinson broke the color barrier. He was the first to do it. But back then, the American and National League were two different leagues. Jackie Robinson didn't come to Cleveland or Detroit or all of the American League cities. Larry was the first to go to all of those cities. So he really was the American League version of Jackie Robinson, but he never got his historical due, I didn't think.
I mean,
And he was a better player than Jackie Robinson.
I love the fact that he broke the color barrier, and I love all that. I don't know how fast he was, though.
Larry was fast.
You just mad your team ain't better than
Could
mine.
he lift some weights?
You just mad your team ain't better than mine.
Hey, I'm just saying, listen, I'm just ready to keep going. I got 2 more picks.
Who's next?
We are next. We went back and forth on a couple options here.
Damn, I'm going to have nobody by the time I get to pick.
And this may be a bit of a controversial pick, but championships are few and far between in Cleveland. First team, all whatever sport, few and far between. We're going to go guy with both. How about Kyrie Irving?
Yeah, that was my next pick.
Okay, that's a decent
I like
pick.
that.
Yeah.
That's the best pick y'all had all day. You can't have no offensive
But
lineman and athlete.
if Earl gets points for Larry Doby being a great guy and
That's
his
historical.
historical
Well,
That's a-
we don't know if he
relevance.
gets. We'll see if the chat. We'll
Y'all
see if
want
the
to
chat
get
gives him points for
you
that.
get points taken away because Kyrie is Kyrie.
He is the only guy on this list who was also on our worst teammates draft.
Yeah, he's the only.
Yeah, you're right.
He's the
You're
only.
right.
He's the only guy on the list that got worse character than Josh Gordon. So, like, I'm just saying. And Josh Gordon was that deal. You can't go to, you can't.
Who's next? G?
G is up, and G
Man,
has
I'm
2
running
picks.
to the podium. See, this dude, y'all got what we call recency bias, right? It don't mean because you got something old, don't mean it's good. You could just be old and just be old. I'm going to go with Nick Chubb. Bow! That's the second best running back in Cleveland Browns history. Now, please put my total up there and let me show you how I'm working with this. Chat, look at this. Ain't nobody beating these guys in the weightlifting contest. We smoking y'all on the track and field.
Smoking you off the field.
Smoking you off the field. Smoking you on the field.
Literally
And we got
smoking you off the field.
the best rolled up joints that the money can buy. This right now is crazy.
If he wins this poll, this is the last
He's not
going to
win
do.
it. He's
G,
not.
you got one more, G.
Oh, I got one more?
So last pick.
I'm going to just end it. Listen, because here's the thing. Let's go right back to the table. My team is an athlete. Look up the word athlete. I got the fastest. I got the strongest. I got the most athletic. Give me Myles Garrett. It's over. Myles Garrett, can you get a shirtless picture of Myles Garrett that just says athlete? If he ain't athletic, I don't know what's athletic.
You know why he might win?
It's done.
He's not going to.
Over.
Dave realized
In the chat.
when G's making his picks, he plays.
It's over.
But here's the
It's
thing.
over.
Here's the thing.
Done.
I have
It's
faith
finished.
in my ability to connect with the people. I think I'm a man of the people, and I think G is about to find out exactly how
over.
much of a man of the people I am.
I think we are.
Myles Garrett can
Yeah.
catch everybody.
You're wrong.
Myles Garrett
You're wrong.
but will snatch
You're
Bob
wrong.
Feller up like this.
You're
Get out
wrong.
here, Bob. Your
You're
name's
wrong.
Bob.
Myles Garrett on the second cup of coffee in Cleveland. You're absolutely wrong.
We don't pick Bobs.
But his name is Bob. All right, who's next? McNuggets, are you up?
We're having a little production, but we're between 3 here for our last
If
pick.
you,
Give us one
steal
sec.
my player, I'm not making my graphics tomorrow.
Oh, you nervous?
Ooh.
You nervous?
Hey, Jay, can you hum the Jeopardy theme song for us for 1 sec?
Do 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 do.
If you take my guy,
You shook.
Okay, we are good.
They didn't have
Listen,
nothing.
we are a 4-person team. Myself. Oh, that's Director Steve. He's not part of this. Anthony,
Y'all took
Emma,
Director
and Ian,
Steve?
we got the full squad here.
Wow,
And
we
have
got
come-
a full house
We
behind the
have come
glass.
to the conclusion on this last pick.
Y'all got 97 interns.
Emma, don't forget, we became friends before this show started.
This player is beloved in the city of Cleveland. This player is an elite athlete both on the field and off the
Okay,
field.
that
this
takes
player,
Bernie Kosar out of the mix.
Outta
this
here.
player signed the team-friendliest deal maybe in the history of team-friendly
this is a
deals.
good one. This was
and
it.
with
This
our
is why I
final
want-
pick, we are taking
Yeah, no, that's a good one.
Jose Ramirez.
Yeah, that's a very good one.
That's a good one.
That's a very
That's a
good
good
one.
one.
That's a
Josh Gordon is
squad
running
right there.
past him.
Yeah, that is a squad. That's nice. I'm not gonna lie.
I,
That's nice.
I like Jose Ramirez. That was a good pull.
That was cool.
That was
Yeah.
all right for what it
Earl,
was.
your
Listen,
final pick.
Can we see your
No,
list
no,
again?
it's
Wait,
Jay.
I got.
Oh, Jay, sorry, Jay. And then,
Yeah.
hey, real quick, before you go, Jay, here's what we're going to do. You make your pick. Earl makes your pick.
Yeah.
We're going to put the poll up. Then we'll go to our honorable mention. Some other guys who we had on the list that didn't get picked.
Okay.
And we'll let the poll run till the end of the show where
Very
we'll
good.
announce the winner. So, Jay, with your final pick
Okay.
here.
Jay, real quick, what was your pick before this? I missed it.
Shit, I don't even know. My team sucks.
He got
Jim Brown, Corey Kluber.
No, Kluber was my second. I think I got jumped, to be honest
He
with
got
you.
Jim Brown. He got Corey Kluber. His third pick was
Did Jay
I think
miss
we
a
jumped Jay.
Yeah,
You're-
way to go. Way to
You're trying
go.
to keep track of this.
Way to skip me.
no. Jay
listen,
made his pick. I just can't remember who he said.
No, Jay definitely made another pick.
I did?
No, Earl took Dobie.
This is how forgettable y'all's picks is. Y'all don't even know who y'all got. I have no idea. You forgot how this crazy.
No, I got skipped because I was sitting here going, God, man, it's been a long time since I got the pick.
So where did we skip Jay?
After he made his 2 picks, I was supposed to be me again.
And did we go?
But you went the other way. Instead of going back 1-2,
It's over.
you went 1-1 back to 4.
I'm in the
They
dugout.
try. They try to.
We
they try to
definitely
take the
skipped
fuck-
I'm
Yeah,
in the
snake,
dugout.
snake drafts are very difficult for us.
I'm in the dugout.
They try to take the
So
title. from
Jay,
me.
you get 2 picks here.
All right, and because I got skipped, I can take someone that was taken where I was
Absolutely not.
supposed to go.
No, nope.
But he get his 2
I
picks.
got
He
game.
get
We don't know when it got flipped up. So this
I
is
do
a-
know when it got picked up. After he made his second pick in a
So
row.
but I'm saying who's been picked since then that now has to be reshuffled?
Your next pick.
Which what? So just Jose,
No, who'd you pick before Jose?
I think it was Feller.
Kyrie.
Kyrie.
So we'll go back 3 rounds. We have 2 teams that are done. You're picking 2 from now, Jay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to win.
This was a terrible job on snake drafting. We will be better snake drafting next.
In terms
snake
of drafts,
drafts are hard.
This is the worst draft ever. Give me Jim Thome. Is he taken?
No, Jim Thome's on the board.
And I want Manny Ramirez.
Okay.
I'm going all baseball.
Okay.
I think I took Jim Brown, but
Manny.
other than that, my next 3 were baseball.
All right. So for my final pick, I went back and forth on this one. I think this is going to solidify me getting the belt. He's arguably one of the most electrifying athletes that the Cleveland Browns has had since they returned in 1999. He was an undrafted guy who worked his way up to a multi-million-dollar contract. I'm talking about the great Josh Cribbs.
Josh Cribbs is a better athlete than nobody on my list.
The return assassin. The guy who returned 2 against Kansas City. He got a couple against Pittsburgh. That's my team. My team is killing everybody's team right now.
All right, so we're gonna review the teams here.
Quickly. Can we get that back up?
Yeah, we're gonna review the teams. Let's see Team Earl. Steve, take Team Earl full here. Earl's 4 picks, and the chat and the poll is live in the chat.
So
LeBron,
you got a tight end,
Kelsey,
a
Dobie,
pitcher.
and Cribbs.
Hey, we respect LeBron's, but the Josh Cribbs pick.
Jay's team next, and this is a bad snake job out of us. We doubled up, but let's take Jay's team.
You do
full.
realize Josh Cribbs is like
Jim
NFL
Brown.
record territory, right?
I like Devin Hester better.
Corey Kluber, Jim Thome, Manny Ramirez. Team production, our 4 picks. Joe Thomas, Bob Feller, Kyrie, and Jose.
These
And
guys
then
got an
G's team.
offensive tackle blocking for him. How's that? Look at I got the dude that went to Berlin and looked at Hitler in the face like you ain't faster than me.
Hitler was.
I got the
definitely not faster than
all-time
Jesse
scoring
Owens.
points leader in NBA history, right? Okay? I got a tight end who's arguably the best tight end in NFL history with 2 Super Bowl rings.
Myles Garrett's
Stay with
faster
me.
than him.
He got 2 Super Bowl
Myles
rings,
Garrett
right?
lifts more than
I
him.
got somebody who broke the color barrier in the American League in baseball, who was a goated athlete. He got his number retired. He got a whole day after him.
His speed
and
is
then
his speed of 56.
we ain't seen a kick return since Josh Cribbs had a kick return, okay? This is where we at with it.
The league,
Pretty good team, man.
The league found out the hard way. Don't nobody want to see kickoffs.
Hey,
They
listen.
took that out the game.
Hey, listen.
We're about to see if,
about to
if
take
he's
the belt.
Teflon. If he wins this, he's
I'm about
Teflon
to
because
take the belt.
he has Josh Gordon on his team.
Don't disappoint me.
I got
Some
Nick Chubb.
honorable mentions real quick. Otto Graham,
Yep.
Ozzie Newsome, Mark Price, Stipe. Would have been a good pick.
Yeah.
Uh,
Like Jason Kelsey. And Earl, I'm surprised he didn't go with your boy London Fletcher.
Actually, London Fletcher was my honorable mention. It was a toss-up between London Fletcher and Josh Cribbs. I've talked about London Fletcher. You want to go look at a Hall of Famer and look at their numbers? If you stripped his picture and Ray Lewis' picture, the numbers are very similar.
So let me just tell you, the task was athletes, not career path.
I got athletes.
London
I got
Fletcher,
athletes.
Myles Garrett is better than all your athletes.
Oh,
He
my
lifted the
goodness.
most, he jumped the highest.
Oh, my goodness.
London Fletcher versus Myles Garrett, stop playing with me. Stop playing.
Have you not seen what Josh Cribbs did when some of the kickoffs that came his way? Go look at his highlight reel. Sometimes you just got to be remember what's going on.
What was his position?
He was a wide receiver. He was a kick returner and a punt returner.
He's a quarterback, too.
He was a quarterback as well.
But where was them wide receiver touchdowns at? I was wondering when you had to get off the line of scrimmage and actually have somebody guard.
Yeah, but everybody know the game is typically lost or won based on 1 or 2 changes in special teams. And he had plays.
Omar
in special
Vizquel's the guy we
teams
didn't
that did
mention.
it.
You know who I thought someone might take is Stipe.
I took him last time in my win.
Yeah, Stipe was the number 1 guy. We were going back and forth. He was
This is easy
on
money,
our
bro.
thing.
You think it's
I
easy
just
money?
I just can't
This is
believe
the
that
easiest
Who
one.
won?
we're gonna give it the whole time. We're gonna give you the answer at 58. But I just can't believe in a greatest Cleveland athletes of all time draft a guy who had 1 great year and Josh Gordon was a 2nd-round pick and Josh Cribbs.
That was a surprise to me
I
that he
can't
was
believe
taken.
Josh Cribbs was picked either. I'm
Hey,
not
listen,
gonna lie, Earl.
that 1 year was higher. That 1 year was higher than some of y'all's people's even. Josh Cribbs is a nice ball player, but if you talk about Josh Cribbs and Josh Gordon, we know who the better Josh is. Stop playing.
I'm gonna try to predict the order right now. I always put myself in last, always, because I know the chat loves the chat. Isn't the scene from the movie A Few Good Men where Tom Cruise yells at Jack Nicholson, "You can't handle the truth." Our chat can't handle the truth.
Who ordered the code red?
They can't. I ordered the code red. You can't handle the truth. The chat can't handle the truth. and I'm a truth teller, and they don't like that. They want to hear rainbows and sunshine.
I digress.
Browns are going 17-0.
I digress, Jay, because I tell the truth, too. I'm very authentic with my takes. I keep it real.
You do keep it
You
real.
know, so
you keep it very real. So does G. Bush, but I'm just telling you, on just hate from the chat, I'm always going to be number 1.
Oh, yeah, they don't like Jay.
So I'm going number 4 for me. I'm actually going number 3 for you for team production.
You think because Bob Feller?
I think
the
so.
Bob Feller?
I think because most people in the chat are like G. Bush, but his name is Bob.
Yeah.
Is that who they named Bob's big boy after? They don't know. So you're getting 3rd. I think we could have a change in the people's champion. I think G. Bush is coming in 2nd. And I think Earl, I think what cost you was the up in smoke pick.
Oh, yeah.
Your
You
draft
went
went up in smoke with your
Wait,
second
Jay,
pick.
wait, I got a question for you. And
Yeah.
Earl and G, don't chime in on this because your picks.
Okay.
Better pick, Gordon or Cribbs?
Cribbs.
Like if you think Cribbs is a better pick than
Yeah,
Gordon?
just because Cribbs. I look at it this way. How many Hall of Famers are on your team?
We have 4.
Well, you do? Kyrie Irving isn't a Hall of Famer yet.
Well, he will be.
Well, yeah, I know. He will be one day.
Well, Josh Cribbs won't be a Hall of Famer.
You sure about that?
No, you're wrong.
Josh Cribbs not going to be a Hall of Famer.
Josh
sure about that?
Cribbs is going to be a Hall of Famer before it's all said and done. If you look at
What's his I mean, he's the greatest
Special
kicker.
teams.
Yeah,
Special
but
teams.
They don't let special teamers in.
Oh no,
Devin Hester's the first one that I think that ever got in as a specialist.
right, and who's the widely regarded, the second best special teamer ever is Josh Cribbs.
So you think the whole floodgates with Turners is going to open? See,
Not
I
a
think
floodgate.
Hester's
No,
the-
not a floodgate. But once one was put in, I think it'll probably take him. He'll need to go in on the Veterans Committee. But the guys that played the game and particularly played with him, and because he was so versatile, he was an electric quarterback. I mean, he was a niche and a gimmick quarterback. But
Here's a couple things, right? And this is from his Wikipedia. He has tied the NFL career record with 8 kickoff returns for touchdowns. He also has the NFL record with 2 kickoffs of 100 yards or more returned for touchdowns in the same game.
Yeah.
This is a dude that was undrafted, came into the NFL and made an impact. What he's done
Was a
in the
quarterback
return,
at Kent State,
yeah,
right?
What he's done in the return game, I believe will get him into the Hall of Fame. Because
and by the way, he's a great guy. I love him to death.
Devin Hester, they're different. They're difference makers.
They don't even have kick returns no more.
Well, they do. They just don't have kick returns for touchdowns.
Yeah.
I'll say this. Here's the thing.
Then you know what? Then he's going to hold that record forever.
What's putting Earl on top, if he does come out on top, is this. It's
If.
LeBron.
If
You got LeBron. And that's
Hold on. Price Waterhouse on line 1. Price
If.
Waterhouse, the
you got
accounting
Jesse
firm.
Owens. You weren't
Have we
talking all this.
confirmed these results to be authentic and
We
genuine?
have the results.
Okay.
And when we bring you the results, it's brought to us by our dear friends at PCC Air Force. If you're looking for a job
McNuggets Accounting
with
has the
career
results.
advancement and great benefits, check them out at PCC Air Force. All locations in Eastlake, Menor, Wickliffe, and Minerva are hiring for all positions starting at $18 and up, plus full benefit packages, paid time off, and a signing bonus. You can apply online at precast.com/careers to learn more. The results are in. The poll was up for 10 minutes, and we have the answers with 9% of the vote. The one and only Jay
think,
Crawford.
if I'm not mistaken, that might actually be more than I got last week. I think last
That
week
is.
I only got 8.
Yeah.
with 10% of
Come
the
on.
vote.
You're
10%?
slipping, chat.
You're
You're
coming up.
slipping.
You're coming
With
up.
10% of the vote is team production.
I told you. I
With
got this.
45% of the vote,
Chat clowns are so
the
predictable.
people's champion, Earl
I called it.
the Pearl.
Hey, who knows the chat better than Jay knows the chat?
It's the new sheriff in town, folks. I
Y'all
want
are
to thank
so
my mama.
simple.
I want to thank God. I want to thank all my friends and family who stuck it out with me.
Thank Bob.
I want to thank Big Bro,
Yeah, thank Bob.
who kind of
Thank
taught me
Bob.
the ropes. You know, I told y'all, I'm not next. I'm here now. I told you.
They done gave him.
told you.
Y'all gave him
Dropped a promo on you.
They gave this man the first pick, and everybody knew
told
that
you.
this was a one pony draft. But you got LeBron. You got LeBron.
told